The best Social Security retirement calculator out there I have ever seen by far. I cannot wait to share this with you. This website is incredible. And man, I'm telling you, you've got to use it. So welcome to Heritage Wealth Planning YouTube channel, my friends, the place you come to learn about Social Security and all the different iterations of financial and retirement planning that go into your situation. Hey, don't forget to subscribe down below. And as you can see, I got the little thing to remind you to subscribe. Little bell up there. Subscribe. And then hit the bell to be notified for future content because we do tons of stuff here. Right. I had a subscriber email me this calculator, and I tell you, I thought I've seen it all. I said, all right. But I said, let me give it a shot. Holy crap. This is awesome. So let's dive right into it. I'm stunned. I missed it. I'm how good this is. All right. So the URL is, let's see, Social Security Tools, socialsecurity.tools. I've never seen anything so good. It's not from Social Security. All right. So let's just read it real quick. So socialsecurity.tools is the URL. This site provides an estimate of their future Social Security. You can see all this. It just says everything. Security site does not store any. It's not from the socialsecurity.gov. It's not SSA.gov. All right. So it's user beware. I have no idea the guy who runs this is a friggin' Nigerian prince or a Malaysian guy or was it Moldova? That's who the hackers are supposedly in the 2016 campaign. I have no idea. All I know is according to this website, he says he's not that. So who knows? I mean, literally, you could be giving away your firstborn. I don't know. Accuracy, but they say they don't store any data. The site, let's see. The site is completely free and contains no advertising. I don't collect your email address. Subscribe to SMS services. Make a credit report. Kill a dolphin. Feel free to use the site without wondering if there's a catch. The costs of the site are minimal. It's just a few dollars a year plus his time. So here's a contributors. It's Soterius Kairos, a financial planner. Physician, co-founder of the not-for-profit Doctored Money. He contributed heavily to the design and correctness of the calculation. I don't know who this guy is. Never heard of him, but that doesn't mean he's bad. I don't know who he is. So we can click on his website here and see where it takes us. And there he is. So musings on medicine and money, a personal blog loosely devoted to medicine, personal finance, and medical education. So, all right, he seems legit to me, but again, user beware. All right, so what you do? All right, let's go back to the website. Actually, I have no idea. So just keep that in mind. This is the guy. Again, it could be Nigerian princes. They could be faking us all. So, all right, what you do is you go get started. All right, so you click on get started and how to retrieve your Social Security data. All right, and so you go to SSA.gov and you got to sign the My Account, SSA.gov, the My Account area. You got to set up you got to log in. But if you don't have a login, you got to set up an account. And once you log in, they're going to send you a text. You can see mine. They just sent it to me right there because I logged in again. They're going to send you a text every time you log in. It's an 8-digit text. All right. So, the two-factor authentication, which I like. All right. So anyway, go and get all your information. Here's this guy's information. You copy the earnings table and it should look similar to this below. All right. So what you do is you do that and I'll show you what happens. Then you got mine. So here's the first. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but I just copy and paste my earnings data. I've showed this to you before. That's 1984. It made $156, which means an index earnings today is worth $435, $70 in index value. And it'll give you a top 35 years. All right. So then you scroll down and all right. So I don't want to show you. Well, here you can see my last one there. 127 is what I made in 2017, which is the max you could under Social Security. And then it says, I plan to work for how many more years? I'm saying 0 more years. In fact, we can just go down here. It doesn't matter because I'm planning to work for 0 more years, I'm going to say. All right, so you can hit the slider bar, which is awesome. All right, so first and foremost, it gives you all your history of once you copy and paste. It says it's in the top 35 or not. So theoretically, from 1984 till 2017, I got 34 years of work, and I haven't made the top 34. How do I know? Because look at this. Your Social Security's best thought is right here. You have Social Security earnings recorded for 34 total years. I don't even have my top 35. Man, I don't have my calculator. All right, so I have to use my phone here. All right, so which is your PIAs based on your average index monthly earnings. We talked about this a million times, but still a straightforward calculation from your lifetime earnings. So here's my lifetime earnings. Your indexed earnings are $1.9 million. Over the course of these 34 years, I've made $1.9 million for indexed earnings. Again, it's indexed, and what I'm talking about, I made 156 in 1984, but that's indexed to 470 today, all right, because it has a multiplier of 3.01. Oops. All right, so I've made $1.9 million in indexed earnings. So now this simply the sum, and that's the simply of your sum of your 35 highest values of indexed earnings in the above column. All right, so we know, I've told you this a million times, you take your earnings, you inflate it for whatever the factor is, and you add to your top 35. In this case, I only have 34. So that's still 1.9 million is my 34 years of working indexed. So they take that, divide by 420, because that's 35 years times 12, and I get 4,740 is my average indexed earnings, my AIME, average index monthly earnings is 4,740. Then they take the bend amounts. Remember, we talked about the bends. So the first $895 of indexed earnings is multiplied by 90%, and they pay $805.50. The next amount of money up to $53.97 is times by 0.32%, and that means they'll pay me $1,230. So I want to be clear. If I never worked another day in my life, this is what I get at my my full retirement age, which is 67. All right. So remember, if you're born in 1960 or beyond, your full retirement age is 67. If you're born before 1960, your full retirement age is 66 and maybe some months. So it doesn't matter. This is what I've been trying to tell everybody on my website, my YouTube channel. Once you hit a certain amount of money, it doesn't matter if you ever work again, because that will be your PIA, simply because you've already earned this. This cannot be taken away from you. So I'm 48 today. If I never earn another dollar, I've already been taxed on roughly $2 million in the system. So no matter what happens, I will never earn or never lose less for my Social Security benefit than $2,035 a month. I hope that makes sense. A lot of people think, I got to keep working. Not necessarily. You don't. You don't necessarily need to keep working. I mean, you can. Now, that will still be cost of living adjustments, too. So that's not what I get in, that's 19 years from now. I'm not going to get $2,035.90 in 19 years. I'll get $2,035.90 with cost of living adjustments, let's say at 2.6%. So even if I don't work another day, that is my Social Security benefit. That's how it works. All right. So what will happen if I do work another day? We'll eliminate one of these. We'll eliminate some of these down here. In fact, you can see I got a lot of lower earning years. So if I do work a couple more days, I will have some of my benefits increase, simply because I'll eliminate some of my earlier years of working. All right. So the 2,035 is your primary insurance amount. Again, at my full retirement age of 67. In the chart below, you can see what your PIA amount would be if your indexed earnings were to increase. Move your mouse over to see the chart. This is just freaking awesome. So watch this. Here I am today. Now, let's say I do work a couple more years and I eliminate some of my lower earning years. Remember, I got 35 years in the bank. So I know for a fact working one extra year will add to my index earnings, because I have a big fat goose egg for one of those 35 years. So we'll just say I earned a little bit more. And now my indexed earnings are $5,009. So I just increased my Social Security benefit by 2,035 to 2,120. So almost $90 a month right there, just by adding a little bit more to my monthly indexed earnings. Now, how do you do that? Say I worked and I made $50,000. That would be inflated. We know that we're indexed. We know for a fact that we won't be indexed yet, because we haven't gone to that road yet. But anyway, if I added another $50,000, we'd remove this right here of the $1.9 million I've made, and add $50,000. So to have not 1.9 million, but I have 1.9. No, it'd be 2 million. I wish I had my calculator, man. One of these days I gotta always remember to bring my calculator. So let's just calculate this real quick. So to have, take my trusty calculator, go 1,991,162 plus $50,000. So now I'd have $2.04 million of 0.162, divide that by 420. And so now my average index monthly earnings would go to 4,859. So if I just worked one more year at $50,000, my AIME would go to 4,859 and today's number. So 4,859 would mean, I'll tell you exactly what it'd be. One of these days I should have brought my calculator, but that's all right. So we go 5,397. We go 4,859 minus 895 equals 39 times by 0.32. So 1268. So I'd have an extra 1268. I'd have an extra $38 a month for the rest of my life because I'd have 1268.48. We'll just round down. So if I worked $50,000, one job for $50,000, I'd have an extra $38 a month, which would give me $456 a year. Now, again, is that worth it in some crappy old job? I don't think so. Is it worth it doing something you like, even though if you're going to take a pay cut? Because that'd be a pay cut for me. I mean, that's just a fact from my previous jobs. Absolutely. Without question would be. I mean, so anyway, that's what you got to contend with. And so you can play these numbers to your blue in the face. It's awesome. All right. So now we got, again, that's where I am. So I'm in the 32%, not quite at the 15%, but I'm getting close to that because my AIME is 4740. And once you get to 5397, you start being the 15% bracket. All right. So again, that should give you another reason too. If I had 100,000 a year in some crappy old job, I'm only getting for every 15 cents for every index dollar I put in there. So for every on your AIME, because I'm in the third bend in that case, which I am not now, I'm only adding 15 cents to the dollar for my PIA. I know it's confusing, but you can play around the numbers. Freaking awesome. Your normal retirement age. All right, watch this. Oh, look, it just puts it all in there. Your primary insurance amount rounded down to the next whole dollar is $2,035, which we talked about. If you retire at your PIA or full retirement age, or they say normal retirement age, or they call it full retirement age. So just remember, for me, it's 67 years old. For those born in 1970, the normal retirement age is 67, full retirement age. We're using that synonymously. This puts my normal retirement date at July of 2037. If I want this amount of money, $2,035 a month, I got to retire in July of 2037. Again, I don't have to do anything. I don't have to do any other job right now. If I can survive until 2037, July, I'll get $2,035 a month, or $24,000, roughly $500 a year. If I delay my benefits, for example, the first month that you're eligible through, okay, so if I delay my benefits, I can take his benefits as early as August 2032, or wait until July 2040. So let's see what they say. If I take it in August of 2032, because they've got to wait, you got to file the month you turn 62, and then they'll pay the next month, my benefits will be reduced by 30%. Which means my benefit would be $1,432 as opposed to $2,035. If I wait till I'm 70, and that's a $17,000 a month or year benefit. If I wait till I'm 70, my benefit will increase by 24% from $2,035 to $2,523, and it go up from $24,000 to $30,000. I mean, so you can see. I mean, look at that. It's freaking awesome. I love it. If you choose to wait until later the normal retirement age, your amount will be permanently increased by 8% per year. All right, and this is what I love right here. If you use an interactive chart, so you can also see, look, the longer you wait, the more your benefit is going to be. So here's your age of starting benefits at 67, and that's my PIA is 2035. If I start at 64, right there, I'll get 1628. If I start at 70, I'll get 20. It's just, you can see a little sliding bar. I love it. Special rule, delayed credits are calculated based on number of months earned in previous calendar year. That means if you begin delayed benefits in a month other than January, your initial benefit will be, okay, we don't need to get into that. All right, so here I'm married, and my wife's name's Charlotte. All right, so now I'm going to say she has no PIA, no primary insurance amount, because she hasn't worked. We'll just say that. All right, now she has worked, and she might go back to work, but at the end of the day, we'll just say she hasn't worked. All right, she's just stayed home to raise the kids. All right, so we're saying she has no income at all. We got her date of birth in there, and we got so you see no PIA, no primary insurance amount for Charlotte. And we got my PIA 2035. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to say Charlotte's personal benefit is 0. Josh's personal benefit is 2035, which means her personal benefit based on my record is 1,117 because it's half of that. The spousal benefit, again, that's a spousal benefit she will receive in addition to her own personal benefit of 0. So if she has a personal benefit, it would come in there, but she's not going to get more as a spousal benefit than that right there. That's the max she will ever get off my record as a spousal benefit. Now, if she has, $300 as a personal benefit, that won't be added to this. This will be the max she will get if she uses any of her spousal benefit will be this right there. So it's confusing, but just remember, if my benefit is to kick in on behalf of my spouse, again, not my surviving spouse, this is a spousal benefit. The max she will get between her benefit and mine will be 1,017. If she makes more than that, then her benefit, she will not get a spousal benefit. And here we talk about early and delayed benefits for spouse. If she takes it, Charlotte begins her spousal benefit before her full retirement age in May of 2037. Her benefit will be reduced by her early start, 6.6. I mean, so you can see all this. In fact, it'll show you right here. Look at this. This is freaking awesome. So we got right here, my normal retirement age is 67. Her full retirement age is 67. Between the two, let's see, she gets 1,017 a month. I get 2,035 a month. I got this pop up. The total benefit's 3,052 a month, but if we do it both our full retirement ages. Now, ideally, I'm going to take mine at 70. Well, that's Charlotte. So we don't want to do that. Don't make Charlotte take hers. I'm going to take mine at 70. And this is the ideal. Look at that. Now we're going to get a benefit of $35.40 a month because I'm going to take mine at 70. You always want the spousal who takes the least amount to take it at 62, if not earlier, because she doesn't get any benefit of waiting beyond her full retirement age. None whatsoever. None. So I want to take mine at my delayed earnings credits at 70 for one reason. It pays me more when I'm alive. And secondly, because she'll get more when I die, which it goes into here just a second. But we're talking $35.40 a month, my friends. I mean, that's real money. People are like, oh, Social Security's not going to pay much times 12. That's $42,500 a year. I mean, that's real money. If she takes hers at 62, which she certainly could, I'm not sure why it's not. Oh, because I got file. That's what it is. So if I file and she takes her down here, I guess we'll just say I filed at 67. She took hers at 63. Then we're still getting, $2,700 a month, 27 times 12. I don't know. That's 10,000 less a year. So that'd be something to look at. But if she takes hers, so the earliest she can take hers is at 62, 66, simply because she can't take hers until I file. Because the old days of file and suspend, all that are gone. Yeah, so you can play this all day long. Now, what if I take mine at 62, which I shouldn't, and she takes hers at 62? Then we're going from $42,500 a year to $2,100 a month, which would give us, that's $25,000 a year. Either way, still not bad. Upon the death of Josh, Charlotte will receive survivor benefits, which is survivor benefit. Well, Charlotte will replace her own benefit if the survivor benefit is larger. And the value of survivor benefits may be something to consider, which is what she should do. Not she should do, which is what I should do, so that if I die before because I'm 4 years older and a man, I want her to lose this crappy old benefit and get that big old benefit. That's for sure. So always take survivor benefit if you're a man and you're older, without question. Deciding what benefits, what do most people do? The most popular age to start benefits as early as possible, 42% of women. Men start at age 62 and 48% of women start at 62. And I'm just telling you, I hope these men aren't married, because generally the men makes more, and we want you to leave as big a benefit for your surviving spouse as possible, because not only do you normally make more, but you normally die first too. The next popular age is between full retirement age. The trend towards starting benefits later in life is moving that way. In the last 25 years, the number of people claiming benefits at 62 has dropped. 16% less are taken at 62, and 8.2% less women are taken at 62. Now, the reason why you got so many more women taking it than men, a lot of them are single, they're spouses, divorcees, or widows, and they just take as early as they can because they didn't make that much money while they were working for whatever reason, and so they need the money more so than the man at 62. That's just a fact. That's a fact of the Social Security system as it is now. All right, so the reasons to delay, we talked about that. So anyway, will inflation reduce? I don't know what they say. Reduce no. Okay, reduce. Okay, so they just have some questions and answers. I do want to try something else though. So let's say instead of not working again, I can quit right now. But let's just say I don't. Let's say I plan to work for another. Let's see. What did I say? 19 years, something like that. Yeah, 19 years. So I'm 67. I'm planning on going to get, we'll just say $35,000 a year. My YouTube channel pays me $3,000 a month of taxable money. All right, so that's 36 right there. 3,000 a month. So now what we're going to do is that's going to be in our top 35 as well. And what do you think that's going to do to my AIME? Remember, my AIME is your average index monthly earnings. Look, they're doing a forward progression here. Now they're not multiplying it. Why? Because we don't have a multiplier for future amounts. We're just using in today's dollars, which makes sense. But these would be multiplied for sure. So now my current indexed earnings are 2,313 as opposed to 1.99. All right. So again, am I adding a whole lot of money? No. It's helping for sure. But basically at the end of the day, my indexed earnings at 36,000. I mean, I'm only replacing some of these amounts down here, 36,000. So I'm not replacing that. I'm replacing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm replacing essentially 10. Let's see. Yeah. So for those, I'm replacing basically 10 years of my indexed amount, because my other ones I made more than 36,000. But this is when I was in the Army right here in 1999 and 1988. This is when I was halfway in college, working in college. That's when I was cleaning carpets, working the bar. So I just wasn't making that much money. In fact, you can see now I'm replacing this year is not my top 35. This year is not my top 35, but these years aren't in my top 35. Instead, these years right here are. So so you have Social Security earnings record for 53 total years, but again, they're only using your top 35. So some of my earnings fall below the 36,000. They do not affect my benefit calculation. So again, you got to look at your old numbers. If you're going to work a job, if you have on average 50,000 a year each and every year for the top 35, and you're going to work a crappy old job that's only paying you 40,000, you're not, other than the money you're making, the 401k you can put in, that's not going to add anything to your Social Security. It's just not, because your top 35 average each year was 50,000 a year. So if you get a crappy old job at 40,000 because you want to add to your Social Security, it's not doing it, my friends. It doesn't add anything. So remember, I had 1.99 million before. Now, even with all these extra years of making $3,000 a month, I only added, was that $400,000 of indexed earnings. So my benefit only went to $22.62. Was that 150 a month or so? So is it worth it to work some crappy old job making $36,000 a year if I benefit only jumped up by an extra 150 a month? I'll leave that to you to determine, but I don't think so. All right, so let's say instead of some crappy old job, I got the best job ever. I'm making $80,000 a year. Now my benefit went up by $1.2 million bucks, and look at that. So even here, though, my benefit's still only $2,500 a month, but that's still pretty big. That's a 25% increase from what it was before. So it just really depends on what you're doing. Man, with this website, it's freaking awesome. I love it. So go to, where was I here? Go to Social Security Tools, socialsecurity.tools, put it in there. I don't know. Buyer was a caveat emptor or something like that. Buyer beware, but I've never seen a better Social Security tool than this right here. This is just by far the best tool I've ever seen. So my friends, I hope you like it. To my man David who sent this to me, thanks. That was awesome. If you got stuff you want to send to me, or comment down below that other people can. I don't have all the answers, that's for sure. I've learned a lot of stuff from clients. I learned the best thing I ever learned from a client was this guy was being solicited by an insurance salesman in 2010 about how Social Security is taxed. And I thought this guy was full. I said, this insurance guy's trying to separate you between your money. And he sent me this article, and I almost didn't read it. That was one of the life-changing articles I've ever read, because this client showed me how it works. He goes, what do you think? I said, I don't know, man. That doesn't sound right. So I just dived into it, and it was spot on. So I get stuff from clients a lot, or even just acquaintances. So this is huge. So if you have stuff to share, man, either put it in the comments, email me, whatever. But share and share alike. That's all there is to it. It's too important, this stuff, to keep hitting. So as always, if you like what you see here, don't forget to subscribe down below. Click the bell to be notified. Comments are always welcome. Thumbs up, always welcome. Then go to the heritagewealthplanning.com website. Hope you enjoy this thing, your tool. I'd love to see your comments on it. Thanks now. Bye-bye.